There are 3 pillars that will strengthen your foundation for health. These pillars are the power of liquid nutrition and the ritual of detox. The second one is the art of mindfulness practices. And the third one is the alchemy of inner questing. When we begin to layer these ancient practices or pillars, we begin to unleash the synergy of wellness. We begin to really awaken this inner space of great alchemy. Disease can only express itself if there are 2 conditions present in your body. The first one is mineral deficiencies, and the second one is toxicity. Disease, just like everything in life, expresses itself through patterns, right? All of life expresses itself through patterns, and so does disease. So when we begin to look at which are our mineral deficiencies and what kind of toxicity we carry, we can begin to more clearly see the roadmap of what are the actions needed for our deepest healing forward. The power of liquid nutrition has the potential to really address the mineral deficiencies that we all have, as well as the toxicities that we carry that begin to affect our bodies at a physical level, but also have great effect into our ability to transcend our emotional traumas, but also manage the stress of our daily lives, our ability to engage with our minds in healthier patterns. So it's not just about the physical body, but liquid nutrition in general will begin to cleanse, rebuild, rejuvenate, regenerate your physical body, inclusive of all its roots. It also has the power to begin to inform and change your body at a cellular level. Again, disease is not just about what's going on, on our skin perhaps. That has a root cause. And the more we address the root cause of what's really going on in regards to alkalizing our bodies, in regards to changing the inner terrain of our bodies, then the faster we'll be able to leap forward into greater health. When you think of your body, we have this external body, right? But we also have the inner terrain of the body. And that in that inner terrain is where the root cause of whatever you may be facing right now, your challenge is. So the faster we change the inner terrain of our bodies, the faster the outer expression of health will change. There are many things you can do to change the inner terrain. In my experience, liquid nutrition and the ritual detox are really 2 powerful practices to address that quite rapidly. The second pillar that I speak about in Your Mighty Inner Healer are the art of mindfulness practices. It is believed in Eastern philosophies that disease actually begins as a change in rhythm of the mind, and then it begins to express itself in the body. And so when we are faced with a challenge, we have the opportunity to come to stillness. We have the opportunity to come into a meditation practice where we begin to ground our minds, ground our nervous system, right? From flight into a more peaceful way of being, from where we can begin to create space within us to feel safe, to anchor into this internal space of refuge, of having arrived home within ourselves, which will completely change your health journey. Mindfulness practices gives us the opportunity to get to know ourselves better, more intimately. The word intimacy means into me, you see. And the more transparent we are with ourselves, the more that our authentic self can emerge, this more integrated version of ourselves, which is really our highest potential. So mindfulness practices allow us to meet ourselves, allow us to be received within this body in more peaceful and congruent and coherent ways. When we begin to feel safe from within, our health challenge, our journey back to wellness will change. When we begin to have and use the tools and practices to rebuild ourselves, having the awareness of what are those steps that we need to take forward, then again, we're gifting ourselves with greater chances or opportunities to heal at deeper levels. The alchemy of inner questing. Is that old tape in your mind still playing itself in autoplay? Have you been able to transcend the emotional traumas that inform you, that have shaped you, into emotional intelligence? Have you been able to awaken the adult within and make peace with the child within? Have you been able to really turn into tools and practices that allow you to stay connected with your soul, with your voice, with your power, with your truth? Inner questing is not a new practice. It is an ancient practice of staying connected with our soul. And it really allows us to transform our shadow self, transform the aspects of ourselves that need work. And we all have that. We all have aspects of ourselves that we need to fine tune. And we also have aspects of ourselves that we, in order to heal, need to make peace with. So the alchemy of inner questing gives us the opportunity to look within. Once we feel, once we begin to nourish our physical body more, once we begin to inquire into our emotional well-being and the quality of our minds, right? Then we begin to feel safe enough to really have those honest conversations with our soul, where that most transformative aspect or part of our journey will really take place. When we begin to understand our ancestral traumas, when we begin to really look at what is expressing itself through us, our story, and the fact that we're not a story, and the fact that we have the ability to change our story. That our story until this day has shaped us, but it is not who we truly are. And in that moment, we're able to root deeply into the core of our core. In that moment, we're able to really choose who we are and who we want to be from this moment forward. The 3 key pillars will allow you to completely rebuild your health. They will allow you to give you insight into aspects of yourself that you didn't know even existed, but that are playing a role in your well-being.